Kim Kardashian biggest scandal that nearly broke the internet. The queen of controversy, Kim Kardashian, has found herself in the middle of a huge scandal yet again, and this time it almost broke the internet. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Kardashian drama and news. In the world of entertainment, only a few have gone on to make waves like the reality TV star Kim Kardashian. Ever since Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired back in 2007, the middle child of the Kardashian family has become an infamous name in Hollywood. From one scandal to the other, the mother of four has dominated trending topics in international headlines. And just recently, Kim K's name has begun to circulate all over the internet. Why, you may ask? Well, as it turns out, the KKW beauty is involved in another scandal yet again. In September of 2021, rumors began circulating revolving Kim Kardashian and Ray J's infamous sex tape video. According to Whack 100, there was a part 2 of this controversial video that once took over the entertainment industry. As soon as the shocking rumors began popping up, thousands wondered if this was Kim's attempt to break the internet once again. After all, it was because of her first video that the Kardashian-Jenner family were given their very own TV show. So, in the midst of her divorce and legal troubles, it wouldn't be surprising to see another video of Kim and Ray make its way online. Surprisingly enough, Ray J heard of all the allegations surrounding the second sex tape and decided to comment on the matter. Ray's clapback actually stunned the fans, as they were not expecting such honesty from the rapper. Page 6 shared, Ray J has blasted his former manager for claiming a second sex tape of him and ex-Kim Kardashian exists. The One Wish singer wrote in a recent Instagram comment that the rumor ain't cool after Whack 100 alleged on a podcast last week that he had more graphic footage of the former couple and would be willing to gift it to either Ray or Kardashian's estranged husband, Kanye West. And here is what Ray had to say about this supposed rumor. This ain't cool. I've been staying off the radar, just staying focused and being humble and thankful for all the blessings I'm receiving. How can I show growth and maturity if this kind of stuff keeps happening? I'm a father now, and my job is to be a great parent and put them first. This is not the message I want to send out. SMH. Along with Ray J denying these rumors, it was the infamous Kardashian attorney Marty Singer that also had a few things to say. Marty told Page 6, the claim that there is an unreleased sex tape is unequivocally false. It is unfortunate that people make these statements to try and get their 15 minutes of fame. Even though Marty Singer had nothing but the negative to say about the alleged sex tape, Kim Kardashian herself has very different thoughts and feelings. If you've been following the Keeping Up with the Kardashians for a few years now, chances are you've also watched the reunion episode in the summer. Along with covering most of their controversial topics, host Andy Cohen also asked Kim if her fame came from the infamous 2007 sex tape. Andy asked, do you feel that the show would have had its massive initial success without the publicity that surrounded the sex tape? To this, Kim replied with, looking back, probably not. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star also shared how she will handle the difficult talk she will have to have with her 4 children. I haven't had to as of yet, and luckily I think that so many years have gone on and so many things have happened positively that it really erases that. It is something that I have to live with for the rest of my life. I believe everything happens for a reason. And so, seeing how Kim K doesn't necessarily find the sex scandal to be the end of the world, there is a chance that part 2 of the infamous tape might actually exist. Especially considering how Keeping Up with the Kardashians has wrapped up its iconic run. Back in the late 2000s and early 2010s, KUWTK was the reality TV show to follow and watch. But after years of non-stop drama and controversies, the fans and viewers became bored of the show. That is why, in 2020, the Kardashian-Jenner sisters announced season 20 would be their last. In early September of 2020, the Kardashian-Jenner sisters announced they would no longer continue filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and Kris went onto their social media platforms to share this devastating news with their loyal fans. Along with a heartwarming caption and picture, the reality TV stars revealed their plans for the future. Kim wrote, "It is with heavy hearts that we've made the difficult decision as a family to say goodbye to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. After what will be 14 years, 20 seasons, hundreds of episodes, and numerous spin-off shows, we are beyond grateful to all of you who have watched us for all of these years, through the good times, the bad times, the happiness, the tears, and the many relationships and children. We'll forever cherish the wonderful memories and countless people we've met along the way. Thank you to the thousands of individuals and businesses that have been a part of this experience, and most importantly, a very special thank you to Ryan Seacrest for believing in us, E for being our partner, and our production team at Bunham/Murray, who spent countless hours documenting our lives. Our last season will air early next year in 2021. Kris Jenner, the momager and the brain behind this Hollywood empire, also spoke about the sad ending. On the 9th of September, a few days after the sisters shared the news, Kris Jenner appeared on Ryan Seacrest's radio show. With heavy emotions and gratitude, Kris opened up about what the show meant for the family and how the sisters were handling this heartbreaking news. Kris told the show's executive producer Ryan how it was extremely difficult for them to share the news. Kris shared, "We had to tell the crew yesterday, so we were all crying. But I think Khloe is probably the one who's taking it the hardest and really hasn't stopped crying since we announced. She's been so sweet and just emotional about it. I think the number 20 used to sound good until 2020, but the number 20 just seemed like the right time. I think for us to take a minute and breathe and everybody slow down a bit, figure out what our next steps are. We've had such an amazing run and we're so grateful for every single moment and everyone we work with." Along with the Kardashian Jenner sisters and the cast behind KUWTK, it was the creator and executive producer Ryan Seacrest who shared his thoughts and views. For those of you who may not remember, back in 2007, Ryan Seacrest brought up the idea of giving the Kardashians a reality TV show of their own. While many believed this opportunity stemmed from Kim's sex tape scandal, Ryan says the Kardashians were just too entertaining to miss out on. And so, with their remarkable history, Ryan decided to speak out on the end of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In an episode of Live with Kelly and Ryan, the E! Network producer said his final goodbyes to KUWTK and the reality TV family. "I almost feel like I'm family with her, and she is truly an amazing partner, and I think one of the savviest business people on the planet. Think about how she manages family and how she manages an incredible empire. It's no small task, and she has really propelled that franchise and those businesses into what they are today." But it's not the first time Ryan has opened up about the reality TV show's heartbreaking ending. Because a few weeks later, the famous producer did an interview with The Hollywood Reporter where he shared even more details about the show's cancellation. Ryan said, "Kris Jenner and I spoke over the weekend that the decision was being made, and she had told me how difficult it was for them to come to the conclusion that something that was so magical for their family and for their brand and their businesses was probably ready for its last chapter, at least as it stood on E! I understood it. There's a lot to ask to have cameras in your lives for 13 years. I think they knew what they were getting into, but then again, who could have imagined what it would become? I knew that day was going to come at some point, and I really believe it was a tough decision that they went back and forth about, and then I think over a Saturday night they came to the conclusion that this was the right time, being the 20th season." While the cast and crew behind this controversial reality TV show were very sad and heartbroken about the cancellation, another scandal soon broke out in Hollywood that the Kardashian sisters would be back on reality TV with a brand new show on Hulu. Even though the release date has yet to be announced by the streaming service, many fans believe that the KUWTK end was just another part of the Kris Jenner master plan. Remember, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works even harder. Canceling KUWTK is probably part of a larger business scheme. Kris Jenner, you're maybe closing KUWTK, but you need your own show. It's time for you to shine as the boss. Ryan Seacrest, you're welcome for your next idea. And who knows, maybe the new sex tape scandal rumor was also started by Kris Jenner to gain massive traction and attention. But what do you think? Do you believe there is another Kim K sex tape video out there? Will you watch the new Kardashian Hulu reality TV show? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends.